And cut. So while recording the process of making this traditional meal, my camera died and I didn't get to record the end product of what I had made. But I did grab my iPhone and took some snapshots and some videos of what I had made. If you did not know, I am Haitian. I was born in Haiti actually before I immigrated into the United States when I was young. But the culture has been in me for the longest. I grew up eating soup jumu on New Year's Day, and eating it on New Year's Day has been the tradition because Haiti won their independence of January 1804 from France. They've been doing it for a long time. If you would like to know more about this, you could definitely do some research online. It is very great history. Without further ado, in this video, I am picking out 5 pictures that really captivate my ear. And it's just a lot of story in just one frame, and it's kind of crazy how just one frame could just tell you a lot of story and a lot of information about the environment, but some of it is just personal to you that you could just pick information out of about that day and that particular moment. Throughout these photos, it really shows my style throughout the year, the work I've done. Some of these I did just throw a LUT that I've made on there, but some of these are really my edit and my style throughout the year. So with the first candidate of our photo, and this is in no particular order. First picture was actually taken out in Columbus, Georgia. Now you're probably wondering, what's in Columbus, Georgia? There's nothing at all in Columbus, Georgia. But I was there on a work trip, and it's less about the picture, it's about the month. This picture just, captures like an entire month. I was in Columbus, Georgia. Well, almost an entire month. And I was actually going to be jumping out of a plane in this month. So this was like the best and worst moment of my entire life. It just sucked, okay? It sucked, but it was good at the same time. It was great memories. But there was a hurricane actually going on in Georgia at this time. As you can see, like the cloud is in the back, it's very gray. This was actually the clouds being pushed through the storm. I don't even want to talk about this picture no more. This was a great moment, and I went out in downtown Columbus, found these people, went on different angles, and I took this picture, and I really like this picture actually. Yeah, next picture. A picture here that has Jay. This is Jay, my friend. Jay is an amazing person. He is just amazing. Without him, some of the stuff I made this year would not have been possible. So thank you, Jay. And in this picture, Jay is holding a Sony Handycam, which I bought this year. And I actually used it to record a video that I made this day.
This shit, me, brick by brick. And I'll be damned if I let you tear it down just cause you don't like the way another nigga talk.
And then on his neck is just my camera strap. Jay is a character. This is not like the grand scheme of pictures, but this is one of those pictures that you just have that just brings out that memory. And I was going to the fair that day. It was a nice day. This photo, this is honestly my favorite photo. I truly love this photo. Oh my God, if I could rate my photos from 1 to 10, this is getting a 10 in my books. The composition, like you see that little cone right there, like I like to just leave things in. Like I could have probably AI'd it and mask it off, but I don't know, it just adds character to me. I love the way the sky sits, the way the ocean's blue, but you can tell it's like that clear Hawaiian blue, and it's just amazing the way the colors popped, and like this really shows my edit that year. This is actually an edit style I started doing towards the end of the year. This picture is amazing, and Hawaii was just amazing. I know I said I would only do a photo. I made the rules, so I get to break them. We're using more pictures just for context here, okay? But this is my sister-in-law. This was actually the picture I was gonna use in my 5 photos, but it still made the list. It was just an amazing, went to this lava tube that day, and it was just amazing. I wish I had more photos of Hawaii. Hawaii was just a great time. This is my brother. We're matching outfits that day, and it was just amazing. This next picture here is a picture of a sunset, but it's just not any picture of a sunset. I waited 12 hours probably for this picture. And if you don't know about the Pacific Northwest, our summers are pretty long. Like you could have 10 p.m. like sunsets, and it's amazing, it's gorgeous. I love it when we have these long summer days. I started my day off at Cannon Beach around 8 or even earlier than that. and I took some pictures at Cannon Beach when the sun rose. It was real foggy, real windy. The sun came up. It was gorgeous at Cannon Beach. After I was done with Cannon Beach, I went over to Ecola State Park. And Ecola State Park has a scene that the Goonies were shot on, and it was a nice view to look at the Oregon coast there. But I met these two beautiful human beings at Ecola State Park, and she had the same camera that I had, a Fuji X-T4. Let's create some conversation, and my battery was actually dying on my camera, so she let me use her battery when we got to, I think it's called Indian Beach. So I took some photos. She helped me create my art by letting me borrow her camera battery, and I actually used her camera battery to take a picture of this sunset, and I am truly grateful for that. That was a nice thing to have, and it was just an experience, and I just loved it. We was on the beach all day. We had conversations, and we talked, and it was fun. Like, that was a day of my life, like, that I don't think I'll ever like forget. Like, if I see that photo, I'll remember that day.
Yeah, we'll never have your camera again. Or never meet the love of your life.
Now I'm picking my camera, love of my life. I apologize. I'm sorry that you missed out on love. So this next photo is nothing crazy. I didn't do too much editing on it. I just threw one of my LUTs that I have. This really actually feels like, it looks like the day I was there, like from the way the light is, the shadows. Like, it wasn't very bright. The sun was setting. I was there for a little bit. I walked across the Vance Creek Bridge. If you don't know about Vance Creek Bridge, this is a high steel bridge up out here in Washington. And it's decommissioned. Also, what's the word? Illegal. It has a no trespassing sign. But I took the long way around and I parked on the other end. So the fastest way back was to go across the bridge that I'm not supposed to be crossing. And I did, and it just felt so good. It was thrilling. I felt alive that day. I drunk wine at the bridge, and it was just amazing. It was just amazing. There's not too much to this photo, but I really felt alive in this photo. And that brings us to the end of our 5 photos, but we cannot end this video without a bonus. We cannot talk about the photos that decommissioned my camera, that completely destroyed my Fuji X-T4, and I am very sad about that to this day. But things happen. Just go on, we keep pushing. But here we have Jay again. This is Jay right in front of the waterfall. This is Abico Falls. It's out in Oregon. I went to Abico Falls twice. I went once alone, and it's in the recording of Solace. And if you haven't watched Solace, you should definitely check this out. It is a project that I've been working on. And the second time I went was with Jay, and this was my first time going on a trip. And I was not alone. I had Jay. It was me, Jay, in Paris. We just had an amazing time. It was just, I just remember this moment and just completely destroying my camera. It was wet. It was cold this day, but the pictures were definitely worth it, and I would definitely do it again, but not destroying my camera. This picture right here with me holding the boot really captures a lot of like my creative style. I really tend to like green, like everything in my closet is either green or brown. So like more of my pictures are really green and brown, or brown, and if it's not, it's black or white. So this really just captures a lot of me and my style. Thank you again for watching my video. It has been a fun time sharing my videos on YouTube, on the internet, and hopefully next year there's a lot more creative projects I can get into, and I'll do a lot more as far as photography, because I started off with photography. Like, I started off with a dream of video, and I've been doing a lot of photography, and photography is where I started off to build myself up for video, and I'm truly passionate about this. Hopefully I'm still here next year, and I hope to see y'all again in my next video.